What's up, people? Man, it's early in the morning. It's probably like I fell asleep. I was like tired from the other day, so like pretty much like this. I went to sleep pretty early, so when I woke up, it was like 3:30 in the morning. So I said, all right, I'm up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this video. Now y'all gonna like this topic. This topic is gonna be called the risk and benefits of getting crossfaded. Now I'm sure most of y'all probably know what that means, being crossfaded, but there's gonna be people out here that are clueless in this world that just don't get out much. So I'm gonna explain to you right now what's crossfading in case you don't know. Crossfading is being drunk and high at the same time. Don't that sound funny? Being drunk and high. Mean drinking some. It could be any kind of alcohol, or it could just be doing marijuana or edibles. And to me, in my opinion, that's the best feeling. Trust me. To me, it's better than being drunk by itself and being high by itself. Because in my opinion, being drunk by itself has a lot of side effects. You wake up with a hangover. You be vomiting. You have an upset stomach. And like, why would I want to do that? Because I used to drink, I used to drink beer and everything, and it used to have my head pounding. You have hangovers in your stomach, hangovers in your head, and it's like real painful, man. Then you gotta take something to get rid of it. And the thing about, you getting high by itself, the thing I don't like about that is it gives you dry mouth. And it just don't make you think. You can't think very well. It's like you forget a lot of shit that you even like remembered or try to talk about. Then it's like if you try to talk to a woman, you're gonna be all like, yeah, what's up? You're not gonna know what to say. So it's like, I'm gonna give you all the benefits of doing both at the same time. Now, what can happen is it could be real risky, so you have to be careful, people. If you're not experienced in doing this, I recommend try it at home first. And definitely if you're gonna do it, don't drive. Trust me, do not do it. Don't be crossfading and driving. You're taking a big risk of killing yourself. So I recommend if you're going to crossfade, don't drive. Take public transportation or ride with the designated driver if you do want to try this out. It's fun to do. But I'm gonna tell you like this though, I'm gonna give you all the ups and downs behind it. Because what happens is, if you do let's say you do the smoking first or the edibles, right? And when you do the edibles or the smoking, it's gonna you have a thing called THC. And THC is what gives you the high. So what happens is if you start to do the marijuana first and then you start to drink behind it, what's gonna happen is the THC level that's in the marijuana is gonna rapidly increase, and it's gonna make the high more intense than it would if you did it by itself. I am telling you. You do it with some drink. Me personally, I do edibles first. You don't even have to do that many. Because the more edibles you do, or the more smoking you do, the higher the THC. And you don't know how long you might be faded for. That's what I'm saying. It's unpredictable. What I'm saying is when you get crossfaded, you thinking that you're going to just be high for 2-3 hours and it's going to wear off. Let me tell you like this, people. When you get crossfaded, your ass could be fucking high for up to 24 hours. Anywhere from 6 to 24 hours, depending on how you did it and the method on how you did it. Did you drink first, then did the smoke? Or did you smoke first, then did the drink, or take the edibles? See, it varies on different people on their body size and stuff. So that kind of like plays a role in that. So yeah, man, it will have you gone. I'm telling you, way better than you being drunk or high by itself. I would never do that again. But I am gonna actually there's some ups and there's some downsides to it too. But I'll get into that later. But one thing you're gonna like about it is it makes the sex better. Trust me on this. Oh my God, like, dude. Personal experience. I was feeling like this the other day. I was crossfading. Man, and I went out and I seen this one girl. I went over there and hollered at her with full confidence. Cause I was just faded. Like, I went over there and just, man, me and her had a time in the room. I smashed the shit out of that girl. I'm talking about when you're crossfaded, it makes your whole body just feels good, man. You just like have like straight confidence where it's like when you crossfaded, you don't care what's going on. Like you're just in your own little world. And if you feel like you can go up to any girl that's on the street and be able to pull her. That's how you're gonna feel when you're crossfaded. Your confidence level is gonna be so high, man, you're not even gonna be scared to even holler. Like you're gonna know what your game is probably gonna be much better because you're gonna know what to say. Man, all I gotta say is I'll take that girl in the bed and bang her ass down. My shit was like hard as a rock. I was like, oh my God, dude. It was like, this is the only way. Because if you, I'm telling you like this, if you do alcohol, weed by itself, it's gonna decrease the sex performance, my dudes, my people, my ladies. Because when you do it with just alcohol by itself, what happens is it's going to give you erectile dysfunction, aka you're gonna have that little whiskey dick to where you can't even perform right. And then when you do the marijuana by itself, it just makes it depending on the strain you do, it can make it more enjoyable or it can make it not enjoyable. Because it could kind of dysfunction your body too. But the good thing about it though, I recommend everybody when you do it, take what I do is I mix the alcohol with water because you want to make sure you drink a lot of water, because what's the benefit of being crossfaded with the water is, like I said, with the sex performance, your ding-a-ling will be hard as a freaking rock. I promise you. You could probably have up to 2-3 orgasms in one night from being the way crossfaded. If you do it with water, I mix it with the alcohol. Then I do the edibles. Or I do the edibles, take like 2 or 3, mix it with, and put some water, some juice, whatever, and mix it with the alcohol. That's how I get crossfaded. I don't just drink beer by itself or the liquor by itself. Because you're not going to perform very well if you do with the like liquor or beer by itself, then do the alcohol, the smoke. I recommend if you're going to do this, people, mix it with water. You want to make sure your body has a low temperature. Not like extreme low, but you don't want your temperature being high. You want your body to be at a normal temperature. So what you want to do is you want to make sure if you get crossfaded, do it with juice, Kool-Aid. You do it plain water, mix it with the vodka. I use vodka particularly. But I'm just explaining in this video that if you do it, like if you're doing it, like a lot of people are going to drink straight. Most people are not going to drink it the way I'm telling you. But I'm telling you for a reason, because it's going to make your sex performance better with the water. I swear, I promise you. I ain't going to lie about this. If you mix that liquor with the water, and then take an edible or smoke, trust me, that's the best feeling, because what's going to happen is you're going to be feeling so good, you're just going to be like, la-di-da-di-da-day-kay-kay. You just ain't even going to give a shit. You're just going to just have so much fun, and then you're gonna go get your girl or some girl you messing with, you're gonna want her to come over, man. I'm telling you. But if you do it by itself, like I say, it's gonna have some negative effects. And one of the things it's gonna do is gonna give you the freaking munchies. You're gonna be hungry as hell after you got crossfaded. You're gonna want you order you a pizza. You're gonna want to get some fast food or just grab something out of the refrigerator or the pantry. You're gonna be hungry. Trust me. I want to grab me a pizza the other day. I ain't gonna lie. I grabbed a pizza and a soda and everything. I was like, yo, gone as hell today. But yeah, man. There's some side effects now. But to prevent them side effects, like I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna give you the side effects of what's gonna happen if you get crossfaded. But I'm gonna tell you the way to do it so you don't have these side effects at all. And some of the side effects it's gonna do when you do get crossfaded is going paranoia. It's gonna have you all scared and like scared to come out the door. You watching out for the police every 5 seconds. Then it's gonna make you dehydrated. That's why I recommend don't drink the water, don't drink the alcohol and beer by itself. That's why I'm telling y'all. It's going to cause you to get dehydrated if you don't mix it with water. That's why I recommend if you're going to do this, drink a bunch of water. And it could cause you to vomit. Personally, I've never vomited. If anything, it doesn't really cause you to vomit because of the marijuana and the smoke that's in your system. It makes it harder for you. Now, if you did it by itself, you drinking, yeah, it's going to cause you to vomit. But if you do it at the same time, chances are you're not going to throw up. But with some people, if they have a weird stomach reaction to certain drinks, it could do it. And yeah, it can make you dizzy as hell. Like you be dizzy as hell though. You be walking like, oh shit, you feel like the world is just like floating. And be times where you can feel it in your body too. Like you feel it in your chest. When you feel it in your chest, you know it's hitting. Sometimes you feel like when you're walking, you're like freaking like flying in the air. And you're like, oh my God. And then it's like I said, if you have a weak reaction to drinking or marijuana or edibles, yeah, it can cause stomach pain. But the way I'm going to tell you people to where it prevents you from having any of them side effects when you wake up, no hangovers, no upset stomachs, no dizziness, is drink a lot of water in between when you do it. Let me explain this again. Drink a lot of water in between your drink and your smoke, or however you do it. Drink water in between, because you'll never wake up with a hangover because of the water. A lot of people don't know that. If you drink water, it will prevent hangover. You could drink. I drank a whole bottle of Absolute, a 750 milliliter, and I was crossfaded. And I woke up, I was still high as hell. Yo, just letting you know, you might still wake up high. It's normal. You might still be faded after doing it 12, 13, 14 hours ago. Depending on how much you can do. But I'm going to tell you like this, you ain't going to feel like shit the next day. Versus you doing that stuff by itself. Especially when you drink. I will never drink by itself again. I don't care if it's beer or liquor. And then smoking by itself, the thing I don't like about that, man, your mouth be dry as hell. I don't like that dry mouth. But when you drink water in between, you don't have to worry about any of that. Listen, people, that's the way to do it. Okay? So, yeah, it's a risk if y'all want to try it out, man. But trust me, yo, if you try this, trust me, you're going to thank me for this. You're going to be like, Jokz, Lokz, you know how to get turned up. Yes, I do. I've been doing this for a long time. I was drinking and I smoked. I've been doing it for years, man. So that's why I know what I'm talking about. So, like, click, subscribe, comment on my shit. Y'all take care. Jokz, Lokz is out.